Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing off some of the new merchants I've added to the game. Each area is going to have a merchant, and that merchant is going to sell specific goods. Usually, those items are going to be from the previous area. The idea being, if there's a certain gear set that you really want, or if you're having trouble kind of building out your party properly, when you get to the next area, you can find the merchant and at least make sure everyone has the same tier of gear. They'll also sell different consumables. Some of them sell unique items. Um, and then I'm also working on adding different world merchants to the overworld that can show up. So, for example, this is a merchant that'll be a rare spawn in the overworld. She sells um, a wide range of consumable items. So I'm going to, let's make sure she's not walking around. Yep. All right. I'm going to try to launch this because the really doesn't like being recorded. Oh, he's still walking around. So, for example, this slime sells items from the ice caves. So you'll find him in the orc caves. So he'll be in the mountain area selling items from the ice area. And as you can see, a big thing is he has some of these water weapons. I think yes. No, it doesn't have the water armor. Just has the water weapons. Um, and so since those are a decently rare drop, if you're having trouble getting the resources to craft them, you can buy them from him. Then we've got the fairy, which if you've played through Act 1 or Act 2, you'll have run into her probably. She sells all the ghost equipment. We've got there's a bat in the desert you can find. He actually sells sells the desert equipment. So if you can get to him, you can gear up and immediately have some really nice equipment. He also has like the shovel, rope, stingers. So he's got the consumables from that region. And like if we look here, so these are the consumables from the ice area, along with potions and tea. Here we've got the orcish equipment. So these are items from Act 5. You will find this merchant in Act 6. And then in addition to that, he also sells earth equipment. And we've got the orcish equipment. So that should help kind of fill out your party pretty well. He sells spell wisps, which are a pretty rare drop. And so this and the boss in the orc caves are the only sources of spell wisps. As you can see, they give a small variety of boosts. They can also be put in the compost thing to help give different seeds. This guy would be in Act 7, selling the Act 6 equipment, along with fire gear. So that means once you get to this guy, you'll be able to fully kit yourself out in fire equipment, if that's the build you're looking for. He also sells HP and MP orbs, so permanent health and magic boosts. I believe these ones are +5 and these ones are +1. And then the EXP crystals that you can use at the memory statue to boost your experience. These are 5,000 experience apiece, so you're looking at 3 experience per gold. Pretty fair exchange rate. Then, moving up again, this lady will be in Act 8, selling Act 7 equipment, along with a whole bunch of boosts. The What do you got? Helmet, leather, armor, and the shield for each of the S tier elemental armor. Some potions, actually a pretty hefty selection of consumables. Healing potions, meal, seeds. These will be really convenient because she's going to be relatively close to the hidden garden that you'll be able to get to later on. Oh no, sorry. The previous merchant is near the hidden garden. She's in the next area. So, if you need a lot of one seed type, you're getting to the end game, your party's not quite making the cut, you can come to her, buy a ton of crystal seeds, go plant them in all the gardens, boost your party up that way. Or treasure if you're trying to find that one loot drop that you're really trying to get. Or if you just want to max out your health and magic. Then these four are all technically the same merchant. In the ice caves, there's a side chamber where one of these four will always spawn. So, for example, water card, water gauntlet, so a bunch of water fights. Spirit gauntlet is a bunch of the different fragile, enraged, and the elemental spirits. Sells the water gear. So this merchant's going to be your best source early on to get a full kit of the different elemental equipment. He says, oh, my Freddy disappears. Then same thing here, except fire. All the fire gear. So as you can see, they all sell the Spirit Gauntlet, and then they all sell an Elemental Gauntlet of their type. And then we got all the air stuff. And earth. And then she sells a wide range of consumables and crafting materials. When I'm done, they'll all be sorted by value, so it'll be a little easier to navigate. Right now, I was just focusing on getting the stuff into her inventory. So she'll be one of several merchants that can spawn in the overworld. So if we go to world map, that'll be this event here. And so you can see there's already a couple different ones that can spawn. The conditions being that you've reached certain checkpoints within the game. So, for example, if you've beaten the Elven Angel, so beaten Act 2, this guy can start showing up. If you've beaten Act 3, I believe the Golem, so the first boss of Act 3, this guy will start showing up. Then, same thing, Act 4, this will be once you've gotten through, let's see, where... World Merchant, here we go. Okay, so once you've killed one of the mummies, the desert guy starts showing up. Once you've killed the enlightened, the ice guy will have a chance of showing up, and so on. Defeating the boss means the next tier can start showing up. In addition to these ones, I'm going to add in... I want to add in a healthy variety of merchants. So she's going to be one of them. I'll probably add in a merchant that specifically sells the summoning tablets. I'll probably add a merchant that sells maybe really expensive but powerful items. Things like the holy relics, fate fragments. I could also add like a fisherman that'll sell fish. You can give to Speedy. That would be kind of neat. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with the overworld and merchants. Um, Help kind of give you more stuff to do, places to go, people to find. Uh, Coming up, I'm going to add encounters on the overworld. So they'll be slow moving. You'll be able to see them, and they'll be optional encounters. They'll have probably a relatively low chance to spawn. If you fight it, it'll be a pretty tough fight, but it'll have valuable rewards. And so those are going to drop things like fate fragments, the relic chests, seed pouches, um, fertilizer, fishing bait, valuable equipment, useful stuff like that. Um, I want to add maybe some unique drops for them. I might also look into adding items that let you speed up the growth of your plants, which shouldn't be too hard. Um, so yeah, so in here, uh, for those of you that have played recently, you'll notice that leaving the tutorial, as soon as you leave the tutorial, there's already plants in your garden. That's what this event here does. And so the adding an item that speeds up plant growth really wouldn't be too hard. I mean, the hard part would be making it affect specific plants, but it'd be doable. I could also just make it affect all the plants. That would probably be nice too. So I noticed something odd as well. So for some reason, after this initial setup, when I harvest a plant, it will switch into the previous plant. So like if I have crystal seeds and I harvest it, it'll switch to treasure, or it'll switch to magic. I want to give this a try. See if I can demonstrate it. Just run through real quick. It's a pretty minor bug. Gives you a little extra starting loot. I think personally I'm going to leave it in. Like I said, I don't think it really hurts anything. Okay, see, so it worked that time. Okay, now it's not doing it. Interesting. So, okay, so it's not doing it now. So what? Huh. Weird. So maybe it was just an issue with that specific build or something? Huh. Oh! I know what had happened. Because I was messing around with save files. I probably. Oh, maybe that's what it is. When I moved save files around, maybe somehow it stored the variables? Say a RAM thing or something. Kind of like old school Pokemon. If you swapped cartridges around, it would let you skip things. Um, Weird interactions with those. And so for some reason, two of the self switches were active. Although actually, that could be cool too. A special kind of seed that turns on all four switches. So you basically all four plants would be growing at the same time. That has some potential. I'll think about that too. Um, yeah, that's all I really had planned for now. I just wanted to do a quick update on some of the stuff coming down the line. The merchants, I think, are a pretty significant change because now instead of just loot and hunting for stuff, you'll actually have designated points where you can get the equipment that you need. It also means that you can kind of rush forward a little bit, buy the better gear, and then go back to the earlier areas if you're struggling with those. And then, of course, it gives a reliable source to get the consumable items that you can go through pretty quick. Um, and then more world merchants. I'm gonna try to come up with some interesting ideas uh, and unique merchants, interesting stuff for them to sell. So it doesn't get stale quickly, and so it brings value to the game. And with that, I think I'm going to hop off. So I will see you guys all next time. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, if you like Calvin's Gallery. Comment below if you've got some feedback on the game, something you'd want to see added. Um, if you just want to say hi, uh, comments and likes go a really, really long way. YouTube's changed their algorithms, so subscriptions really don't help too much. I mean, they help overall, but likes and comments are the best way to get the videos out there and to help my channel grow. So, if you're watching this, thank you for your support. I look forward to putting out more stuff like this and seeing how the game continues to grow and evolve. If you haven't subscribed, uh, you should. Like, I find some pretty fun indie games doing this. If you're looking for games to try out, I check out my previous videos. Keep an eye on the new stuff that I post. I think I do a pretty good job of getting honest feedback, even for games that are outside of my usual genres. Um, and I've had some really solid dialogue with a lot of game developers. I've been really happy with the ones that have listened to feedback, and I've seen their games greatly improve. One of the games I tried out actually just recently released on Steam. It was on the front page of Steam for a little bit. Let's see if it's still there. No, there it is. Massey and Jose. I did a video on that one just a couple weeks ago. Let me. I'm trying to switch over to my YouTube account so I can show you. But YouTube is not cooperating. Indie game playtest. Here we go. It'll be one of my most recent.
To further expand this channel, I thought it would be great to start.
I guess it was a little bit ago. It was 3 months ago. Yeah.
I missed some coins. Oh no.
But that was a really fun game. And it's kind of exciting to see it get fully released like that. Yeah, cool stuff. And with that, I will actually leave now. I'll see you guys next week. And I hope you enjoy everything that I'm doing. Woot!